All right, about a month later, and I'm back. We are in the middle of May now. This time I brought up my family. There's my son. Wife's inside, upstairs, working.
And of course, dog.
And of course, dog. Yeah, wife's upstairs working. She works from home, kind of like a telehealth, or I don't know what you call it, but she does it over like a Zoom kind of thing on her computer. So that's how she earns her income.
Physician.
And we couldn't do it here without the Starlink. Just couldn't do it. So yeah, the Starlink has made a big difference here as far as our capabilities, and my wife can literally work here full time if she wanted to, right from the off-grid cabin. So yeah, we got here Sunday evening.
And we're gonna be here till Wednesday.
Yeah, here it is Tuesday. Just kind of hanging out with the family. Wife was working yesterday, and me and my son were hanging out. Just spending time together. We got a little bit done, and I'll show you that here in a second. But the plan here is to kind of finish stabilizing the posts for the carport over there. I just don't trust them the way they were. Even though it's a temporary lean-to structure, it's a semi-temporary, which means it's probably going to be there for a couple of years. But I don't want those posts moving around at all. With the crazy wind that we have here, and the cows that come through here, and cows like to push and rub up against all kinds of anything they can, and they will move those posts because they're not anchored to the ground. So this is what I did yesterday, and then we're gonna try to do another one or two today. It's about 200 pounds of concrete, and I didn't go too deep here. It's basically just sitting on the surface, but I have some rebar in the ground. It's not through the frost line or anything like that, so this is still subject to a little bit of heave, but it's just going to keep these posts from moving, and I'm going to anchor the posts to the concrete block. Right now, that's what they look like. They're just sitting on the ground. If you bump those, they will move. So
easily.
So that's what we're going with for now, and eventually, when I decide to pull all this out, I can just bring the tractor over and pick that up with the backhoe, no problem. So that's what we're going to be doing right here. That's what we're doing, and we may get a little bit of rain today. We plan to leave tomorrow afternoon, but I think it's really going to kind of rain hard here, maybe right around noon. So we may get stuck in a little bit of mud. Not stuck, but we may end up with some mud.
That's why we have a dirt bike.
Kind of a pain to get out of here. So that's what we're doing while we're here, and my son and I, we're going to get to work.
I'll try.
So I just made this little form. It's 21 inches, 21 inches squared, and then 9 inches tall. And it works out to be just perfect for two 60-pound bags and one 80-pound bag of concrete, right to the top. So right now I'm just going to pull that little form out of there real quick. I'm going to hammer in some rebar just to give it a little extra stability. It's probably not necessary with all the weight of this concrete, but you know, a little extra
be safer
prevention I think would make me feel a whole lot better.
Can I help you?
Not with this part, dude.
It's probably hard then. Oh yeah. You have a sledgehammer. I'm missing my finger. That's good enough. This one's really rusty.
It's okay.
But it'll still work. It doesn't really matter. Just means that it's an older one. How we grind it into that form, Dad? With our backhoe. Different ways of doing it.
Yeah, hand me the level.
Okay. That's what you gotta do to make sure that it's in the right position. I also found this cool rock, obsidian. I just broke the obsidian in half, and it's a good piece. Might make an arrowhead out of it. I just broke it into a good piece.
Very good, bud.
For an arrowhead.
Show it to him.
Yeah, I did, but here, closer up view. Well, we might show you in a different video, and we might show you making an arrowhead out of obsidian.
All right, so that's basically it. Pretty simple. Just dig out around the paver and the block that the post is already in. Just hammer some rebar in. Those are 2-foot rebar, 1/2 inch.
And they're strong too.
I leave about 6-7 inches sticking out. And then a simple form that I just cut from this composite T111. And it works out pretty good. So right now, my son and I are gonna start mixing
and we'll show you
concrete,
how to do it.
And then we'll pour it in here, and we'll let it set up for a few hours, and then we'll move on to the next one.
So this is how we do it. We got to this part now. Here, let me. There's not enough water sometimes that we do this, but we just mainly do that to make it easier to put it in there and make it easier for it to dry and get in there. That's a good way for doing it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Stupid little rock.
Hang on.
Oh yeah. Now.
Oh, hey, closer to the front, in there.
So it doesn't pour out. You know what I mean?
Come on, let's go. Don't worry about it. Come on. Keep going.
This batch wasn't perfect.
Keep going. It's a little dry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not able to move it as good.
It's all right. Just go.
But it's just fine. But I'm not doing it right. Yeah, I'm doing it right. I'm just not getting the stuff up there.
You're doing fine, dude.
Yeah, I just didn't get the extras.
That's all right.
I'll be able to get it better next time, though. It'll get better.
You're doing good. Nope, take it.
I know. That's what I was doing.
All right.
It's just I was in a weird position. That's what happens when it's too wet. It just pours in there.
Let me just dump it first, okay?
Okay.
It's all right.
It'll be okay. This is Sadie.
I know Sadie, bud.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so pretty simple. I made this one a little bit wetter than the last one. That one was pretty dry. It cured pretty quickly, but it took a little extra elbow grease to kind of smooth the surface. So this one a little bit more water in it, probably a little too much, but that's all right. I'm going to give it a few hours to set up a little bit, and then I'm going to take the forms off, and then I'm going to make it look like that one over there. All right, it's been several hours because it's been very cloudy and sprinkling at times all day today, and it cooled off quite a bit, low 60s. So it took forever for this concrete to cure enough for me to take the form off, but I just took it off about 15 minutes ago, and it's still pretty wet, but I was able to go ahead and just lightly smooth out the top so it looks somewhat decent. Not too bad, but anyways, I'm gonna move on to the third and final one. I gotta dig that out once again, and yeah, so eventually I'm gonna go ahead and just put a bunch of dirt in here and then bring it up to basically the top of the concrete pads that I just poured. I just want this raised a bit. I don't want any water flow in here at all. So yep, that's what we're gonna do. And then eventually I'll put a simple little rain gutter at the end of this, just so it's not pouring down onto the soil that I'm gonna end up putting right here along the sides of these pads. But yeah, I'm gonna start digging on this one and rebar and form and get it poured. And we'll see what it looks like when it's all finished. All right, so it's the next morning, and I got all of these little concrete pads done except for this last one. It got kind of late and I got a little lazy and I did not remove the form off of it, so I don't know what it's going to look like on the sides, but I was able to quickly smooth it over with a little trowel. It's not the greatest, but it'll do. So let's take a look and see what it looks like. All right, looking pretty good there so far. I actually like that. Actually came out pretty nice. Let's take a look. Actually left some of the texture from that composite T111. Not bad. All right. I don't think I could be any happier with that. I might knock some of these little edges off right here. Still a little soft right there, so no problem. All right. Well, I'm going to call that a success. All right, very good. I'm happy with it. I think those will do very nicely out here. Put some weight on these posts for the carport. Keep from moving around when cows bump up against them. And once I attach the posts to the concrete block there, this thing won't go anywhere. So, yep, very happy with it. Came out looking pretty good. This is actually my best one of all. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna get some cleaning up some of this stuff here, and then I'm gonna try to get out to the gate. Hey guys, I'm out here walking the property. We're getting ready to take off here in a little bit, and I don't know if you can see it, but I'm just about at the northwest corner of my property. There's a PVC pipe way over there. That's my property marker. And I don't know if you can see it, but look what I just found. There's one. And there's two. It's pretty crazy. They're within literally 9 feet of each other. That's awesome. I was walking from my gate all the way back here looking for sheds and just came upon those. There is a fence line where that PVC pipe was sticking up. There's a fence line right over there, you know, and they jump over the fence and kind of knock them loose, and then they fall off. That is cool. All right, I'm gonna continue my walk. All right, so we're back at camp, and here's a better look at those antlers I just found. Look at that, man. Those are pretty big. And it looks like this guy was a bit of a scrapper. If you turn these over, you can see all the scratches in his antlers. Pretty cool. Yep. They're pretty meaty. If you got some weight to them. That is cool. It's been a while since I found any sheds on my property, and I've been looking. Those look like they may have been sitting for a little while. I'm not sure. They're not bleached or anything, but they're kind of dirty. So it makes me wonder if those were maybe last year and I just missed them. I haven't been over there in that section of the property in a while. So either way, those are some nice ones. This is probably the biggest ones I've found so far out here. Let's see. Yeah. These are about the same size, but you can tell these were weathered and bleached. These are years and years old. So, big difference between those over there and these right here. Huge difference. But yeah, these they look like they've been sitting out for a little bit because they're starting to get a little bit of the bleaching from the sun. But these right here are going to go inside. They will not be out in the weather. Those are great. These are keepers. So they're gonna go get put up. Anyways, pretty cool. It's been a while. I'd really like to find some elk sheds, but I haven't found any in a very long time. So anyways, I'm gonna finish putting stuff away and getting tractor back to its home. And man, look at the wood grain came through on my concrete on this one. I didn't let the others set long enough. So, but this one did. It looks pretty cool. Anyways, cabin's running off my little power station right now. We kept having overload issues yesterday. It kept tripping the breaker in the power room over there. Well, I was messing with the inverter. So we've been running it off the little power station that I built, and it works just fine. My wife is actually currently upstairs in her last counseling session for the day that she had scheduled. We were waiting for her to finish up so we could get out of here. So everything's working good. Starlink's working good. She's had no issues with her Zoom meetings, her sessions, so it's awesome. You can come up here anytime. My boy, he's homeschooled right now, so that's not an issue. We can come up here anytime I can get time off to get up here. So yeah, it stopped raining. It was raining for a little bit and it quit, and it hasn't hit us yet. It's going to, though. Here at probably about 3 o'clock it's going to rain pretty good, and I'm going to be out of here before then, so won't be a problem for us. But we got the trailer loaded back up with the little dirt bike. My son's going to learn how to ride it, his bicycle. He was riding it out here a little bit. I had to hold it while he was on it. He's never ridden anything with a motor or an engine, so he's not used to throttling and clutching and braking all at the same time. So we're going to work with him on that back home. These, yeah, I bought more. These are for a future project. It's probably going to be somewhere right over here. Got to get the tractor over here and clean some of this up first, but yep, that'll be cool. Those are heavy, but they're nowhere near as heavy as that last post I put in over at the gate. Not even close. So anyways, yeah, we're getting ready to pack up and get out of here. Got another 6-hour drive back home, but it's been a great trip. It's been really good. My son had fun out here. He was helping me out quite a bit on my projects, and yeah, it's just been really good time up here. So all right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. You guys have a great rest of your month. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.